Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Tuesday, September 11th. Very nice fall-like weather continues here in the eastern part of the country thanks to tremendously large high pressure that dropped out of Canada and now is centered over the Midwest and the northeastern part of the country, and that will continue to dominate the weather scene here in the east for the next several days. Temperatures this morning are ranging from the upper 40s to the low 50s across many mid-Atlantic locations. Quite cool for this time of the year, and temperatures this afternoon will still be very pleasant in the mid to upper 70s for the most part for highs right along the I-95 corridor. It'll get a few degrees warmer as we progress through the week. Nothing unusual, rather seasonable warmth for the second half of the week. Meanwhile, the tropics are kind of getting a little less active right now. Tropical storms Leslie and Michael finally have moved, accelerated to the north. Leslie pounded Newfoundland with some rain and wind late yesterday into early today, and those two systems are moving out of the picture way up into the North Atlantic. Here's the very latest colorized infrared image. There still is another system down here in the central part of the Atlantic that is not named yet. If it does become a tropical storm, a named tropical storm, it would become Nadine. It will bear watching over the next several days, but again, this one looks like it'll take a track kind of similar to Leslie and Michael, more or less to the north, and then ultimately curving away from the U.S. towards the Atlantic coastal provinces or Canadian provinces, or to their east, not affecting the U.S. mainland as it appears right now, but we'll keep an eye on this, which is not named yet, but if it becomes named, it would be Nadine. Now here's a closer look of that potential tropical storm that would be called Nadine. This is another infrared image, this one from the Penn State eWall site. The last one was from a Wisconsin website, and here is what could become Tropical Storm Nadine. Now notice right on its heels there is another wave right here. This is the West African coast right here, and we are still in the climatological peak of the tropical season, so there's certainly will be some activity over the next several weeks. But this right now is bears watching. It could become Nadine, and here's another wave right on the heels of that system. Well, let's get back closer to home. Here's the U.S. surface map for this morning. Again, very, very large and strong high pressure dominates the weather scene here, really for the entire eastern half of the country. Some strong winds up in northern New England combined with this particular high pressure area with the departing tropical storm Leslie. There are some strong north to northwest winds buffeting the northern New England area. Meanwhile, it's going to get even colder out here in the central Rockies over the next few days. Today, temperatures will still be quite mild, but by tomorrow and especially Thursday, this cold push pushes right through the central Rockies, and highs on Thursday in Denver, for example, will struggle to get to 80 degrees. Really, the only rain to speak of for today will be out here in the desert southwest of all places, as Pacific moisture feeds in, monsoonal moisture, and they could get quite a significant rainfall in portions of Arizona over the next 24 hours or so. By the end of the week, it gets quite warm along the west coast. Even along the coast, temperatures should reach 80 degrees come around Friday or Saturday in the Los Angeles region, and even higher temperatures will occur inland at the end of the week. Well, as far as the U.S. satellite image loop goes, this is the latest infrared image from the Wisconsin website, and again, just a tremendous amount of clear skies, or mostly clear skies, in the eastern half of the country thanks to that large high pressure. You can kind of see the flow, clockwise flow around this high, which is centered right over here over the Ohio Valley. Strong north winds are hitting the northern part of New England between the combination of that strong high and the departing tropical storm Leslie that is pounding Newfoundland and now pulling away from Newfoundland after it pounded it with some heavy rain and strong winds. Again, the main moisture for the entire nation is right here in the desert southwest, as a tropical flow of moisture feeds in off of the Pacific Ocean, and they can get some pretty good rainfall out over places like Arizona over the next 24 hours or so. So that's it for now. The pleasant weather continues here in the east, and the tropics remain somewhat active, and we'll continue to monitor that over the next few days. For the SIweather.com, I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.